It's Eastern Conference time for the traveling Atlanta Hawks. Today. I'd like to welcome you to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and two Hall of Famers. Doris Burke here at the table, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. Take a look at the Knicks. And it's the Hawks to start out. Pass to Bazemore. Now here's Prince. Here's Collins. Prince, right side. Robinson with the block. And he gets it back. Bazemore with it. Just 3 to shoot. Tough break there. Shot after shot. They couldn't get anything to fall. Here's Knox. No good on that one. And Atlanta will go the other way with it. Now here's Prince. To the middle. Here's Cantor. It's deflected.
0 for 4. They can't buy a bucket.
Pass to Vonleh. Got a piece of it. To the wing right side. And the basket by Knox. Knox has got the first bucket of the night. A three-pointer for the Knicks. Well, he was fired by the Grizzlies 19 games into last season, Doris, but Coach David Fisdale with a fresh start now with the Knicks in New York.
Well, you think about in Memphis, he tried to shift from the grit and grind to a more modern NBA style, and I think he encountered some resistance there. With the Knicks, more of a clean slate, a chance to build the culture from the ground up.
Here's Knox. Pass to Galloway. It's over Bazemore. Galloway, no good.
Yeah, bad shot there. Trust is lacking. You got to be willing to make the extra pass.
I'm not sure why he doesn't continue to move the basketball. Would have served that team much better.
Cantor's shot is off.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
Pass to Knox. Here's Galloway. He's covered by Cantor. Some nice passing by New York here. Here's Vonleh. Misses off the right iron.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Mudiay with the basket.
Well, this to me is the critical aspect that Emmanuel Mudiay must develop. Can he knock down three-point shots? He does so there.
Here's Arcidiacono. One-on-one here. Mudiay looking around. Pass to Cantor. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. And so Galloway with it. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. Here's Arcidiacono. To the inside. 6 on the shot clock. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game. The Hawks trailing. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, here's Collins. It's rebounded by Vonleh. There's Galloway. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. The shot by Vonleh, no good.
I still can't believe that one didn't fall.
Moutier with the ball to the left side wing. That puts them in the lead. Collins has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
You can see the improving court awareness of Emmanuel Moutier, having an understanding for when to find his guys.
There's Galloway. Arcidiacono. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. Now Moutier in the corner. Collins with it. Another three for Atlanta.
Well, Emmanuel Moutier, pretty pass. Let's see some more of that young gun.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
There's Galloway. And finished off by Robinson.
And that's such solid, fundamental basketball on display right there, guys.
You talk about it all the time, Greg. Yeah, great use of the pick to set up the dunk.
You know, that's why we say move without the basketball. You'll be rewarded.
Bazemore on the wing. No good from outside. New York trailing. Shoots it. The shot by Vonleh, no good.
Oh, that's a tough miss. Does well to get himself open and then botches it up.
Pass to Prince. And a fast break now for the Knicks. Finished off the break. Arcidiacono's got his second basket.
It almost feels like two buckets coming off the steal like it did.
Top the key, Bazemore. No good there. The Knicks go the other way with it. Here's Arcidiacono. Doris, who are some of the players you watch that get stronger as the game goes on? They're not cut down by fatigue and still have that energy, something left in the tank.
Those guys who show me superhuman strength a la Kevin Harlan. Those guys who come to mind, LeBron James, that's a bad man. It doesn't matter if it's the first minute or the 48th minute. Russell Westbrook is indefatigable. His stamina and his ability to dominate in triple overtime once is absolutely incredible. And then what did we see from Anthony Davis when Boogie Cousins went down? A man who for 48 minutes on both ends is a problem. Those three men, Kev.
Endless energy. And so New York calls timeout. They're first.
Boy, when you look at the New York Knicks and their recent draft history, they didn't have a first rounder in 2012, 2014, and 2016. They're obviously feeling the effects of that now, Kev.
Knicks trail by 3. Pass to Knox. And it's off from three-point range. And on the subject of draft picks, with the salary cap, Doris, it really helps to get production from guys who are still on rookie contracts.
Well, Kevin, there is no doubting the fact that every roster spot has huge value in today's NBA. With the game played at the fast pace that we see nowadays, you've got to have production up and down the roster. Those rookie contracts help in your overall salary structure. That's why those are so key.
And so it's Atlanta with it, following the score by New York. To the paint, here's Kanter. And Kanter throws it down.
Well, this is Enes Kanter's comfort zone, at the rack in a hurry.
To the wing right side. Here's Trier. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Boy, that's a tough miss. Does well to get himself open and then botches it up.
Pass to Prince. Here's Cantor. Dotson with the rebound.
Hey, we're not seeing the best quarter by this guy, and he's lost his feel a little bit.
Right wing. Over to the wing. Here's Knox. 5 on the clock. From deep. Dotson can't hit.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
And here's Young. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by New York. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Dedmon. He makes the Johnny from the left block. The Hawks leading. Knocks down the 3 ball.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now here's Calderon. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him.
Well, that's an example of 2 teammates on a different page. They're both looking at each other like, hey, what was going on there?
The Hawks leading by 4. Young outside. And Jose Calderon gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. And Atlanta calls their first time out of the game.
Yeah, it looked like they tried to shoot their way out of the slump, and that didn't work. They got to go back and regroup.
Yeah, maybe a new approach, because what they're doing is not working. You're going to have to alter some things on the offensive end.
Young outside. Clock at 6.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
Pass to Dedmon. New York moving the ball around. Here's Dotson. He's guarded by Davis. Releases. Dotson can't hit.
Well, they know not to leave him open from mid-range, and they're all over him on that shot.
Young outside. Pass to Monk. To the wing on the left. And Jose Calderon gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Well, now you're going to have to tone down the level of aggressiveness on the defensive end. That's his second foul, and we're not even out of the first quarter yet.
Young outside. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. Good on the triple.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Knicks trail by 7. Out to the wing. Pass to Dedmon. Now here's Calderon. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Here's Trier. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for the Hawks. .40 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. From outside the arc, here's Collins. Back to Young. and he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Pass to Dedman. Here's Trier. Trying to get something going, and he sinks the layup.
If you're going in amongst the trees, you have got to be aggressive.
Well, he went all in there. He embraces the challenge and somehow finishes with the layup.
And that does it for the first quarter. Hawks lead by 5. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And what do you guys think about the Hawks here in this one?
Well, I mean, they just got hot early from beyond the arc, and we'll just have to wait and see if they can keep that going.
You just try to keep riding this wave, right? They've been absolutely dominant from three-point territory. Boy, that's how to do it. Just go strong. Don't settle for a jump shot when the defense is flat-footed. Nice.
Pass to Monk. Outside, Davis. Now, here's Monk. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Monk's got his first bucket of the night. Here's Trier. Allen outside. Here's Trier. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And that's a tough one. But on those illegal screen calls, the defender's never going to get the benefit of the doubt.
And that's true. The officials used to be pretty lenient on those, but not anymore.
Here's Collins. Wilson with the block. Here's Trier. Hits the three-point bomb. Trier's got 5 now.
Well, you know, a lack of effort defensively, and he gets a very good look from deep.
Pass to Monk. Back to Young. The three-pointer is right on target.
And that was a real quick comeback there. Both sides showing some range.
But both teams are pulling the trigger right now, showing great confidence from behind that arc.
Now here's Allen. Over Davis. Allen's shot is off. The Hawks leading by 5. And for Trae Young, it's a little unfair that he's already being compared to Steph Curry.
Scouts are always going to look for comparisons. And I'm not saying Young is Curry, but many of the strengths and weaknesses are similar. The size and athleticism, the insane range, and both have that it factor.
Here's Lopez. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
Pass to Monk. To the right side. Out of bounds, New York takes possession. Knicks trail by 6. Here's Trier. Some nice passing by New York here. Inside, Lopez. And the dunk by Lopez.
That's what you call high percentage right there, Kev. He is so hard to handle at point-blank range.
And it's Davis at the elbow. To the middle. Here's Collins. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Collins has got 8.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. The drive by Allen. And then Allen slams it in.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run for him there.
Yeah, with the score this tight, someone has to come over and take the charge, or at least contest the shot.
And the turnover again by Atlanta. Atlanta calls timeout. And Atlanta will go for a different look here. And Joe Allen will bring it up for the Knicks. Trailing by 4. They'll be off to Brooklyn for a meeting with the Nets after this one. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. Here's Ntilikina. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Took him no time at all on that one.
And it seemed like they couldn't get anything to fall in that opening quarter, but you can just feel the momentum starting to shift.
Here's Galloway. Offline with his 3.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Spellman, and it's blocked. 4 on the clock. Cantor finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out. Cantor's got the lead up to 8 now for the Hawks. Out left to the wing. Esteban Lay. He's just scored his first basket with that shot, making him 1 for 4.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Back to Young. Hands it from downtown.
You know, after not scoring a single point in the first quarter, they're still feeding him, and he's showing his appreciation.
Allen for 3. The rebound by Young. The Hawks leading by 9. Pass to Cantor. Young outside. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Yeah, still moving a little bit when he set that screen. He'll argue that he was set, but I really didn't think so.
No, I didn't either. I thought his feet were moving. It was close, but he was still sliding in just a bit.
Here's Ntilikina. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Here's Galloway. And count it from 19 feet away.
Yeah, field goal percentage above 50 now. Their offense is starting to show.
Young outside. Back to Bazemore. From deep. The Knicks pull it in. And a fast break now for New York. All sorts of time. Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession.
Well, just loses his head for a moment. That's not overthinking. That's just not thinking.
Time called here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. So many aspects go into developing, Doris, a winning team, coaching, players, all the front office moves. How much do you think ownership affects that equation?
Well, I think it's absolutely critical. Leadership starts at the top down. And what kind of organization do you want? What kinds of behaviors will you tolerate? What kinds of things do you emphasize in terms of what you want your culture to be about? And to me, that starts at the top. When you look at the organizations that have great history with sustained success, it starts at the top with ownership.
I like your word culture there. That makes so much sense. And the Hawks making a change here. The Hawks leading by 7. Pass to Canner. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good.
They're fortunate to be in front given how shaky he's been from the floor tonight.
Here's Galloway. Here's Knox. And Cantor pulls it down. Moutier with the ball. Pass to Bazemore. Here's Cantor. He scores with that shot. Now he's 3 of 8.
Well, the touch that Enes Kanter presents is really terrific. Unbelievable scoring inside.
At the top of the key, Galloway shoots over Bazemore. New York keeps it going, a new 24-second clock. And the basket is good.
I tell you, good things always come when you've got players who work hard for second chance opportunities.
And so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here. Now Moutier. Pass to Canner. 6 on the shot clock. And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession. Knicks trail by 7. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Knox. The 19-foot shot. Not enough on that one as it misses.
And that's really a function of the offense not working as it should.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's not how you capitalize on the offensive end. You simply have to be more patient.
Now here's Moutier. From past the arc. Can't get it to go. He's taken 2 and missed 2. And it's Galloway with the ball. He'll bring it up for New York. 7-point differential. Pass to Arcidiacono. Right wing. Here's Knox. And that one hits back iron.
I'd say that's been the story of this guy's night. He can't get anything to fall.
Here's Cantor. The Hawks again can't hit. And so it's New York with it. Ball's knocked loose. Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession. The Hawks leading by 7. And here's Bazemore. Over in the corner, Moutier. Back to Bazemore. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there.
If he were shooting a bit better tonight, they'd be much further ahead in the scoreboard.
Here's Galloway. Good on the three-point shot. Galloway has got 5 now.
And they're hitting the long-range shots that they were missing in the first quarter, but still have ground to make up.
There's a minute 34 left here in the second. Over in the corner, Moutier. Here's Cantor. It's deflected. To the wing on the left. Here's Galloway. He's got 5. To the left wing. Here's Vonleh. And the layup's good off the glass. Now just a 2-point Hawks lead.
And not a great start for him in the first, but he's quickly starting to turn it around.
It's Prince on the wing. To the middle. Fades away. Cantor's shot is off. There's 39 seconds left in the first half of basketball. There's Vonleh. A miss that time would have put him up.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Can they get it? Knicks with the rebound.
And this is where you milk the clock.
Absolutely. You use as much of that ticker as you can. That's just good offense.
The shot by Arcidiacono, no good.
Yeah, and even with his range, that one might be asking a little too much.
Yeah, that zip code.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. It's Atlanta. They lead by a bucket. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports.
Ladies and gentlemen,
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. New York trailing. Pass to Galloway. For the tie. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
I like that this guy tries to play within himself, but I like the aggressiveness there by Galloway. Mix it up, change your pace, make the defense work.
That one drops. He ties it up. Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over.
And his guys are getting frustrated. Coach just really kind of needs to calm them down.
I think, Greg, they've got to continue to believe that the next shot is going to go in. He can hopefully communicate that effectively to them.
Like they gave it to me, but I took it, they ain't give it to me. She really do, she really do it to me. It really fit, it's a shoe and I started working for the Nike check. I play tennis for the Rolex. I be in Miami, never seen a beach. Enough out in blue, you saw me.
Now, here is Young to the left wing. Collins up top. And finished off by Collins.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. And when you watch Collins play, Greg, you just can't help but notice how athletic he is going to the rim.
Man, his hang time and ability to throw it down make him an ideal finisher inside. Very efficient because he's not only a strong finisher, but also enjoys attacking the rim. And does a great job, I think, of picking up misses, just being a pest for the defense.
Pass to Canner. Tries again, and the layup is up and in. Cantor's got 8.
Elite offensive rebounder from the moment he stepped between the lines. Enes Kanter, that is a strength of his game.
Here's Galloway. Drills it from outside.
And that's what you give up when you don't fight over the screen.
Right, the effort could have been so much better. You've got to be willing to fight through that screen. There's no question about it.
On defense, the Knicks. They lead by 1. Outside, White. Shot clock at 6.
You know, with Galloway's ability to move his feet like that, he can make life very difficult on shooters.
Cantor with it. He's got 8. In Atlanta again with the bucket. And so here is New York. Pass to Galloway. And here's Vonleh. That's good, and so Galloway with the assist. That's now 8 points for Noah Vonleh.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Back to Young. There's the three. He's off on that one. Now the Knicks take it the other way. Pass to Robinson. Here's Arcidiacono. Defended by Young. Some nice passing by New York here. Here's Arcidiacono. And Cantor pulls it down. To the wing right side. The kick out to Young. Second shot opportunity. And finished off by Collins.
You know, an awesome decision maker in that pick and roll. Young taking whatever he sees in these sets.
Here's Vonleh. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark.
Boy, just enough defensive attention to throw that shot off target.
Pass to Collins. Now Cantor. And the Hawks getting another basket right there.
You know, it's interesting. After such a sound defensive first half, they've really struggled here in the second.
Here's Galloway. And Cantor pulls it down.
And you know what? He's just not on his game. No doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
And Cantor throws it down.
Boy, I'll tell you, Enes Kanter has proven he can dominate on the offensive end. What a skill set.
Here's Arcidiacono. 6 points for him. Here's Knox. And they call over the back here. Too much contact.
And gets physical on the boards and just really pays for it with the over-the-back call.
Boy, he wanted that rebound. Didn't matter who was in his way. Doesn't get it, though.
The kick out to Young. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
And guys, the offensive rebounding really has stood out here this half. All those second chance points are helping them maintain that lead.
At the elbow, it's Robinson. Looking to end the run. And the Knicks miss again.
And they have built their advantage on the scoreboard here by doing all the little things.
Pass to Cantor. Robinson with the block. They recover it. Young, right side. Collins. And finish off by Collins.
And that's the advantage of having a lead guard who can both pass and shoot. Young draws attention, then takes advantage of a poor rotation defensively.
Pass to Arcidiacono. Sinks the triple. Arcidiacono's got 9 points.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Knick City Dancers.
The Hawks leading by 6. Now Moutier. Atop the key, Prince. It's Prince on the wing. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. It goes on Noah Vonleh.
And how about Monk there scanning the floor for the open teammate? That's how you develop a trust from your teammates. And looking at Prince's game, you know, he could be the ultimate complementary player. A good shooter, doesn't need a ton of touches, solid enough on defense, and is showing signs of improvement.
Time called here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. And with Prince, his versatility between forward spots also is an asset to the team.
And when I called Prince a complimentary player, I didn't mean it as a slight. It just plays with an approach and style that fits well with any team and any leading scorer. Players like him tend to have a long, productive career in our league.
And New York making a change here. Here's Trier. New York, no good that time either. And here's Moutier. Prince outside. Pass to Moutier. Monk, no one around him. And the lead now, double digits on that bucket. 3. And it's an 11-point Atlanta lead.
And Monk's just got a good feel for kind of how to exploit the defense, especially about how quickly he gets his shot off after getting the pass.
Atlanta leading by 11. Now here's Moutier. And the rebound goes to Lopez. So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Simply put, out of control is how they played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline.
And that one goes long.
Well, the defense harassing him every step of the way makes that a really tough look.
Pass to Collins. Offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Prince. And that one falls, coming off of Davis's feed. 8 points for Taurean Prince.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Calderon taking his time here. They grab their own miss. Pass to Knox. Here's Dotson. New York, no good that time either. And it's Moutier with the ball. He brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks. 14 points, their largest lead in the game. Here's Monk. Cans the shot from the wing. Monk's got 5 points in the quarter.
And Monk is a good shooter from the mid-range. He's only going to get better the more he looks to shoot from there.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. For New York, they look good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
The Hawks leading by 14. Moutier with the ball. And Moutier throws it down.
And so far, they have been in complete control of this one. Just a well-rounded effort on the road.
Really just sheer dominance, going into enemy territory and flat out taking over this one.
Here's Trier. The three-pointer, no good.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Collins in the post. It's rebounded by New York. Pass to Knox. Lobbed up there for Lopez. It's stolen by Davis. Now here's Moutier. Prince wide open. A quick shot there, and it's off target.
Well, yeah, I mean, you want to give your offense a chance, and that possession didn't do it.
Not at all, Greg. I mean, no reason for him to be taking these kinds of shots. He has only himself to blame.
And Davis sends it back. And he's able to get it back. New York needs to get off a shot. New York, no good that time either. The Hawks leading by 16. We've got 1:55 left in the third quarter. Inside. It's stolen by Calderon. Here's Trier. He has 7. The Knicks have made all of their free throws so far tonight, going 6 for 6. That free throw missing.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
Here's Atlanta now. And following this game, they'll challenge the Grizzlies on the road at the FedEx Forum in Memphis. That matchup falls in the middle game of this 3-game trip. Prince, right side. Now Monk. He's got 10. Buries it from three-point range. Monk's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for Atlanta. Knicks trail by 18. Calderon with it. Guarded now by Prince. Jackson gets the bucket.
And that's how you answer back.
Well, you can tell that was a little give good, get good. Executed well on the offensive end, connects on the deep threat.
Here's Monk. Back to Prince. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And these are his second and third free throws tonight.
84%. That's what he was able to convert on a season ago from the line.
And the Hawks making a change here. So the wing on the left. Cans the shot from the wing. Trier's got 5 points now this quarter. 35 seconds left to play in the third. Pass to Collins. .23 seconds left in the third. Count that one.
And Kevin, after being unable to find the net in the first half, they sure seem to be a different team here in the second.
And here's Calderon. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Here's Trier, guarded by Prince. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. For New York, they have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. Bazemore for 3. And so it's Atlanta. Their lead at 15 going into the break. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. We've got more in store for you right after this. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. The Hawks leading by 15. Now here's Moutier. And here's Prince outside. Atlanta gets it back.
Wow, just getting all the luck right now, it seems. Good bounce.
6 on the shot clock. Goes back up. Jump shot is good that time. 7 points for Emmanuel Moutier.
Well, to me, there's no question it's critical that Emmanuel Moutier make this shot more consistently, showing some signs of progress in the mid-range, guys.
Trier. And he's good on the 3-ball.
When the defense totally lost track of him, he punishes them with a 3-pointer. That's a bad decision.
Moutier with the ball. And he converts the layup. Moutier's got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, I think he was forcing too many shots in the first half. Now the game's coming to him.
Lopez inside. Great D that time from Davis.
Boy, that's high-impact defense in the lane, standing tall to deny the easy bucket.
Pass to Prince. And here's Collins. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
First personal foul. At the line.
He's off on the first. And he's good on the second. Knicks trail by 17. Outside Wilson. Over Collins. And there's the foul. It'll go on Frank Ntilikina. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul.
And you can live with those over-the-back calls sometimes because at least it's an effort play.
Right, because you'd rather have guys playing aggressive and physical than being too timid.
To the inside. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Well, Enes Kanter, when we talk about rebounds per minute, Doris, he's generally very high on that list.
Well, Kev, he's got the size and he's got the strength. But what I really love about him is there's this willingness to mix it up. This is a very physical player.
And sometimes it seems the age of interior scoring big men has come and gone. Enes Kanter, one of the rare big men who can dominate a game offensively in the paint, great hands, and the strength to create space.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. 13 feet away. And no good. Now the Knicks take it the other way. And you talk about Kanter's inside game, but he's got a solid jump shot.
It looks very comfortable all the way out to 20 feet. I think before long we may see him add a three-point shot to his repertoire.
Here's Moutier. Good D by Lopez. Knicks trail by 19. Pass to Ntilikina. Outside Wilson. 6 on the shot clock. They need this one. Out to the wing. Here's Ntilikina. And the Knicks miss again.
Timeout.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Knicks City Dancers.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Young outside. Six to shoot.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And again, it's the Knicks missing. The Hawks leading by 19. Over to the wing. Spellman knocks down the 3 ball.
And in the first half, it was a struggle offensively, shooting a very low percentage, but it hasn't prevented them from grabbing the lead. And now they're shooting it much better here in the second.
And it's denied. Pass to Young. A lot of times late in the season, Doris, we see the expensive vets bought out of their contracts. Often they sign for a cheap price for a true contender, and that affects parity among postseason qualifiers.
No doubt about it, Kevin. It really brings into very sharp focus the value of a quality GM, because the rich can get richer, and it can tilt things toward the top teams. I don't mind it, Kevin. Part of the reason these players agree to a buyout in the first place is the opportunity to choose their next situation. It is within the rules, and therefore I have no problem with it.
I like it as well.
He needs to look to try to drive inside and get going. That outside shot is simply not there.
And he makes that one.
So explosive moving towards the basket. Ntilikina is terrific at getting into the lane.
Pass to Canner. Back to Young. Out of bounds. New York takes possession. Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
Started.
And Dwayne Dedmon, a player who started his NBA career late, was a rookie at age 24 and then floated around to several teams. But he has gone from being an end-of-the-bench guy to an important rotation player in just the last few seasons.
Knicks trail by 19. And with Dedmon and the teams he's played with, you know, he always has found a way, Greg, to slot in and give you good minutes.
Yeah, what I love about him is he knows who he is as a player and plays to his strengths. Never gives up on a play on either end of the floor. And now he's even added a three-point shot to his arsenal to kind of further expand his versatility.
White down low. Fires from the line. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Here's Arcidiacono. Now Dedmon. Allen with it. And Young picks him up defensively. The shot's good.
I'll tell you, that's an assist that shows great sense for where his teammates want to move.
Pass to White. Puts up a three. They get the rebound. To the wing on the left. Just 5 to shoot.
Hey, the defense is content to let him prove he can make that shot, and so far, he cannot.
Here's Ntilikina. That one's not going to go.
Yeah, and something we always talk about, though, shot selection.
Yeah, that's not a good example right there. You could have worked it around to get a better opportunity.
Spellman. Basket good. And the Hawks lead by 17.
Well, Mouse in the house. He recognizes the size advantage and goes right to the rim. Good aggressive play.
Here's Dedmon. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Pass to Young. Herter. No good off the front iron.
I'll tell you, they've had to look elsewhere for their scoring, and they've gotten it. This guy has had very little impact on the game offensively.
Fleshing out his offensive game over time. Ntilikina wants to keep improving in the paint.
Atlanta calls timeout.
Knicks fans, these are your Knicks City dancers. Go on and give it up.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
I was able to listen in on Lloyd Pierce talking with his team. He told them, put your foot on their neck. Take it to them. I want to see you guys slow it down out there, use the clock, and stay away from silly fouls. Let's see if they can execute the plan, guys.
The shot's good from Cantor.
Indicative of what we've seen tonight. One team being the aggressor, the other failing to react.
Right, really a disappointing effort on the defensive end, not offering any challenge at all at the cup.
Pass to Ntilikina. Shoots. And the Knicks getting another bucket right there.
You know what? Sometimes something good can come out of a bad possession.
And here's Cantor. Young inside. The shot's good from Cantor. Cantor's got 14 points here in the second half.
Understanding how to play pick and roll is so crucial to a big man. Cantor with a nice roll.
Knocked loose. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Bazemore.
Substitution for Knicks.
Hawks on D. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Here's Galloway. Here's Robinson. And the rejection by Collins. The shot by Archie Diacono, no good. The Hawks leading by 15. Young taking his time here. And the shot goes in.
Exceptional play across the board. I love their tenacity, just piling it on at this point.
You know, and the beauty is it hasn't just been offense, right? It's been the defensive end as well. They're firing on all cylinders right now.
18 feet out. That one good for 2. And so Young will bring it up for Atlanta. And the call is going to be... Yes, it is. An illegal screen.
And had the right idea there in calling for the screen, but he was just slow to get to the spot and didn't get set.
Yeah, just a matter of he needs to be there a split second earlier. Not much room for error when you're setting a screen.
Pass to Galloway. Bangs home the trifecta.
Yeah, such a great example of Galloway not needing a lot of time to get off that catch and shoot.
Young outside. Back to Bazemore. It's Young on the wing. Shot clock at 6. Atlanta working now with the new shot clock. And the call will be against Langston Galloway. That'll be his second foul of the game. Here's Young. Pass to Collins. Just 5 on the clock. And finished off by Collins.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for Atlanta.
Nothing like second chance buckets to pick up the scoring pace.
Yeah, it was impressive how they piled on the extra points, hitting the offensive glass, and then also winning the 50-50 ball battle.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And a lot of players tonight helped contribute to this performance, but in particular, a real good game it was for Enes Kanter.
Boy, I think he made his presence felt in the paint more than anywhere else. This guy's rebounding numbers were outstanding. He controlled the glass.
And there it is for him.
And all the energy has been sucked out of this arena. This is not what the fans came to see.
Well, they took the crowd completely out of this game, and when you get a lead like that, it's sort of deflating for the home crowd. What a solid victory on the road.
And so it's the Hawks taking care of business in this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited.